Yo. Happy Halloween, fellas. Happy Halloween. Happy motherfucking Halloween. You did. Get up in here. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. But before we get off into everything, I got to hit you guys with the wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin, and everything to the back of her neck. Holding her down, submerging her down to this motherfucking game. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, piping high status, you're going to get it down your phone into your ear, all ear candy game. Big facts. My motherfucking birthday coming up. It's Sunday. So I'm gonna be going live Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm be going definitely going live Saturday and shit, man. And we're gonna chop up on some game and shit on Saturday and you know, be having surprise for you fellas and whatnot. It ain't no thing. You know what I'm saying? But come on through, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hit me in the Cash App, the Rumble, and the Patreon. Hit me in the Cash App, the Rumble, and the Patreon. The links are definitely in the chat. Join me on Patreon, fellas, and join that 7-day free trial. I'm telling you, which includes that $5 and $10 tier. Join that 7-day free trial, which includes that $5 and $10 tier on my Patreon. You won't be disappointed, fellas, and you can cancel at any time. Get at me to Gmail, railsfargo12 at gmail.com. That's railsfargo12 at gmail.com. And when you get at me on Rumble, get me up to 5 subscribers or better so we could go live over there. Come in and join me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at KC_Red Come and join me, fellas. We're going to talk about it. Yeah, we ain't got no videos today. We strictly coming off the head. We coming off a game. It's time to talk to you, fellas. And you got to remember, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be alerted on these videos. Come on in. It's game time, fellas. Are all are they all hoes? Let's get straight to it. Are all these women hoes? It's scary out here for you simps. And that's real game. Are all these women hoes? What do KC think about these women? And I got this from a subscriber. He told me, he asked me, looked out for me, sent me a donation, and told me, not really told, but he asked me to put out something and speak on this shit because it seems like every woman that he's running across is having hoish like tendencies and they acting horonic and all they just got this behavior about themselves. And I had to break it down to him and let him know. For one, you can't look for more than getting laid and getting it in with these women in these days and times, fellas. And I'm being honest with you. You can't look for more than that. You can't just look and think that you got you a unicorn. You can't just look out here and think that something's out here better and look at your homies and see their relationships. Look at your father, uncles, and all them. And, they in a relationship. Like, they got a woman. Why I can't get a woman? What you don't know is what you don't know. You don't know what goes on behind closed door in those people's homes. You'll never know. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you what's real going on behind closed doors. And a lot of these guys are walking on eggshells and pins and needles in their own fucking household. I'm being honest with you. So, with that being said, we already know that if these bitches are wearing the pants in the household, then they got to be getting it elsewhere when it comes to the alphaism and the alpha behavior. They got to inherit that alpha trait from a man and elsewhere, right? Because they're not getting it at home. They're walking all over their man. He's a bitch. He's a peon. I'm sorry. So you can't look at people's homes and thinking that, they got relationships, why I can't find one. And the chicks I'm running across, they seem to want to just have sex a lot, or they seem to want to just not fuck with me. They want to ghost me and do all the, it's like bullshit. For one, fellas, stop going in looking for a relationship. Stop going in looking for commitment. Stop going in looking for love, looking for someone to treat you as if you can treat them the same fucking way. And you can treat them 100%, but don't expect them to treat you 100% back. You can't go in out here like this, fellas. I'm just keeping it real. Now, are these women hoes? I'm sorry to bust your bubble, fellas, of course. And yeah, KC said it. I put it out there. Are they slores? Yes. Especially when they're single, of course. When they're in a relationship, they're they dip out and they tip around and they do what they do. You know, they creep off and do their thing in a relationship. So you know what they do without a relationship. It takes them having to be down with you, having to fucking with you, you know. It takes them to fuck with you for who you are, to like you for who you are, and to inherit and adopt, you know, your rhetoric and the way you move in life and be fine with that. Because not only that, it benefits them by having a man, you know what I'm saying, that they've been yearning for and they've been waiting for their whole fucking life that they never really got because a lot of these guys would bait us. Let's keep it all the way real. You know, they know it'll benefit you just as well because you got someone on your team that's willing to help you exceed to the next level. And that's how it's supposed to go. But until then, fellas, yeah, they're going to do their thing. They're going to move and groove. They're going to get around. That's how I go. I'm a single man, fellas. I'm not in a relationship. I don't really do relationships, you know, and I got a couple chicks that's, you know, that's in the rotation like it ain't shit, you know, been there for months, if not a year and some change, you know, and that's what it is. And that's a part of my program. That's where it fits. And I also, you know, do my thing with other women, different races. I don't give a fuck. I get laid. I lay down that motherfucker. I beats up the monkey. I don't give a fuck. You dig? So I know a thing or two about how these women moving out here. I know what it's all about when it comes to them actually showing their loyalty and their commitment towards a man that they really are feeling. And a man that they're really not feeling, they're gonna sway off. And yeah, they can be with him. They can be in a relationship with you. They got no problem with that. They can come home, cook dinner, do all that shit. You know, play house. There's no problem with that. But trust me, they are creeping on the side. The majority of them are creeping on the side. But damn, Casey, you say they all are. Why you saying the majority? The majority don't match up to them all, right? Yeah, no. They all. The majority are actively doing it. The other ones are not. They are inactive with it, so they're not really actually out here doing it. But it's in them. They have done it before. They just fucking with a guy right now that they're fucking with, you know. And not to say that they're not creeping on him or got their eye on other guys just as well. And if they're not creeping, I'm keeping it 100%. They're deep into their social media 100%. TikTok, social, Facebook, and IG. They deep into that motherfucker. DM lurking and guys all in their shit and they're talking. That's what they're doing. And so this is something that can't be escaped, fellas. It can't be ignored just as well, you know. And a lot of guys don't want to hear this. They don't like this kind of shit when I come with this because they look at it, you know, it reminds them of what they got to do, and that's throw a mirror up in their face so they can see the reflection of what they're dealing with. It reminds them on who they're actually sleeping with, who they're laying with, who they're kicking it with, who they're building a structure with, who they're having children with. You know, it reminds them that it's a chance that they can be going through this shit. So a lot of guys don't want to hear this kind of shit. You know, this is of the abnorm when it comes to these guys. This kind of conversation here isn't supposed to be talked about because a lot of guys, you know, just as well as women, we know they're going to think that way. But a lot of guys look at it like this here can fuck up relationship. It can fuck up a happy home. But how the fuck do you know you're in a happy home? Unless you're happy with the things around you. And if those things are, you know, beneficial to you, then okay, so be it. Right? But the majority of guys are not in a happy home. They're in a home to where they really got to try to point their finger at what's really happening. They don't know what's going on, you know. They try to communicate and open up to their woman. It's not happening. She don't want to talk, you know. She'd rather talk to social media. She'd rather go to work and stay there and talk to the people there. She ain't really trying to fuck with you like that. They call her, they text her. They don't get no response probably hours later. And they're staying in the same fucking home as this woman. Every time they get home, they got to contribute to the house duties, such as cooking, cleaning, and things of that sort. And these guys is putting in fucking 12, 14, 16-hour shifts, bringing in good money. Oh, we ain't shit. We're not going to dispute that. But the reciprocation isn't coming from the home where these guys would like it to come from. That's because they're not happy at home, and they know they're not happy at home. But they're content and they're complacent with being there with her because that's all they got. A lot of these guys has their eggs in the same basket, and they all do that. The majority of y'all do it. Let's keep it real. You'll get comfortable with these women because, you're made for a woman. The woman is made for you. She knows that. You know that, but you're not acknowledging that, because if you would acknowledge that, then you will know that these things can actually depart from one another. Pedro. Hey, Pedro, I think I gave you a you want to check your shit? I think I gave you a wrench. You select global and trend trade. I gave you a wrench. Let me check this side real quick. Pedro and this motherfucker, especially the warehouse guys. At nighttime, it's a wrap for them trying to FaceTime old girl while they at work. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, I got it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I believe you're a moderator now, bro. If you accept it and do what you do on that, and I sent it, that's all I could do. Whatever you do on your end, you got a wrench now. You select global and trend trader got a wrench. So much love to you, man. Motherfucker come in with that bullshit. You know what time it is. But that's for now. We ain't built up yet. But once we start building up people, then you know what time it is. They gonna be we gonna get the hate. You know how they go. But of course, Pedro. Of course they be on FaceTime. Look, when I was working, I was used to working Tyson's Chicken, right? I was on a forklift. Then I moved to the triple pallet jacks, double and single pallet jacks. But I was on a forklift, right? Stand up. No, I was on a stand-up forklift at this time. This dude, right? And at this time, you had to like race to get items to bring it up to the front so they can haul it off to the trucks and things of that sort. And I was back there before I moved to the front and was doing that kind of work. You know what I'm saying? So I was back in the back in the warehouse department, where in the cold, you move from the hot section to the cold section, but y'all know how I go in the warehouses if you work warehouses. And you get a certain incentives and shit if you move and get it quick enough, right? So the dude was on FaceTime with his bitch, right? He steady calling. Mind you this, he already smacked another dude's forklift. He already hit another guy's forklift, not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to call his bitch. And he got his forks in the air. You can't ride with your forks in the air. That's a no-no. Supposed to ride with your forks down. It wasn't too far in the air, but it was up enough to where he couldn't. It was over his basically, where you can look out, where you're supposed to look out. It was basically over. You can't take it that far over, but it was over there, right? Which he's in violation already. He hit dude. Dude didn't complain. I ain't gonna write it up. We cool. I'm gonna let you go. Boom, boom. They dipped off because there wasn't no damages and none of that. So they dipped off. Bitch, answer your motherfucking shit. You got me fucked up. Man. Answer your shit. Why every fucking time I talk to you, I'm at home and shit. We good. We 100. But then when I go off to work and shit, you ain't answering no more. Man, you got me fucked up, man. I'm great. Man, I'm great. Check up out this motherfucker. He pissed, right? He hit the corner. Bam! And knocked into a rack. Like, the rack be holding the, different items and shit. He hit the corner. Bam! Knocked into the rack. But he didn't hit it hard. But he did hit it to where a lot of shit fell off the top shelf. Not a lot, but some shit fell off the top shelf. It wasn't no good thing that Al was clear. Didn't nobody get hurt or nothing. He had to take his shit down, and he went to go try to dip off. Mind you, there's cameras in them in the warehouse. So they called him on camera. Motherfucker try to protect him and guard him and shit because he's been complaining. He always talking to us and everything. I don't really know that he pulled up on me talking about the bitch. Hey, dog, hey, what you think? Man, what be going on? I broke it down to him. I'm like, man, shit, she's doing what she's doing. You may not want to accept it. You know what it is. You just can't put your finger on it. I said, you know what it is, bro. I said, you here working, but don't let this discourage you from getting your money and the things you got going on here. You're gonna get fired, bro. You might as well go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Let that bitch be. I wouldn't even want to fuck with her, bro. Everything good when you come off, and then when you go here, no, yeah, man. When I get here, she ain't even what? Nigga, she got dick coming over there. She got her nighttime dude coming through. And it all came out. That's what happened. But he ended up getting a suspension from hitting the thing, and he had to pay for the he didn't get fired though. He had to pay for the shit and everything. But he ended up getting fired though, because he ended up running off the job to finding out that his bitch was on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I go. And she was fucking with one of his homies. Oh man, this man calling and driving a forklift. Yeah, he was a motherfucker on that forklift. Bro, he was like that for like at least a couple months. We used to always talk to him. And she was in there fucking his homie the whole time. He up there screaming on the phone and shit. Bitch, you stayed in shelters. You and your son stayed in the shelter. I took you out of that motherfucker. I took you out of it. When I met you, you was in the shelter. Running from your baby daddy and shit. He was putting hands on you. And we don't, I got to say this for disclaimer. We don't advocate domestic violence and none of that shit. I'm calling it how it is. I remember the shit like yesterday, like real shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he was doing. I took you out of a shelter. But like he was getting a little money too. Like he would stay, work extra hours and shit, get all the incentives and shit. And nigga, she would never answer the phone once he get to work, bro. Cause she'll link up and go fuck with another dude. You know what I'm saying? One of his homies. I don't know if she was back fucking with her baby daddy or not, but she was in up creeping with one of his homies. He was one of them dudes. He come around, kick it, bringing his homies to the house. They drinking beer after work, all that shit. What you think gonna happen? You got all these dudes around your woman. Like, what you think gonna happen? She cooking you little food and shit of that nature. Some of these dudes ain't got that. Some of these dudes, they ain't got no problem stabbing your woman and leaving it as it is. But some dudes will take your woman and take what you got because they hating on what you got going. And she just cooking food and shit and, calling you bae, hubby and all that. She's showing you that kind of hospitality and shit. And you doing this around your homies and 3 or 4 of your homies and, come find out she creeping with one of them. These things happen. I'm not trying to say you can't bring your friends around your shit, not to say you got to be so antisocial where you know what I'm saying, don't have nobody around and things of that sort. No, but you got to watch what you're doing. That's real shit. Y'all arguing, you always popping over beers, bringing your homies in and shit. That's showing, gullible behavior. When you're doing these things with your homies, you always bringing them over. Y'all playing the game and shit, you know what I'm saying? And having arguing matches in your house and all this. You have motherfuckers arguing with each other over all this type of bullshit. She got to hear it. That's not masculine. Not at all. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it real. Because if you was a masculine man, if you was a man of your shit, you would actually go and fuck with them just as well. Now, it's not them always over there. I broke shit down to him. I had to talk to homie. He still wouldn't listen. I don't know where he at now. It's been years. He was telling me a lot of shit. I'm like, what's going on here? And when he broke that shit down, I'm like, of course he gonna creep. Yeah. They over there eye fucking each other. Nigga, she eye fucking one of your homies and shit behind your back. You ain't knowing. You ain't even knowing, bro. Y'all in there deep in the game and shit. Hey, man, we're gonna take a picture. Let me use the restroom. He go back there, nigga, and she getting sucked off real quick. Real shit, bro. Y'all sleep. He come creep over there, get her. She pull that motherfucker out. I'm telling y'all sleep. Nigga, shit. Shouts out to Pedro, man, for coming up in this motherfucker showing that love, man. That's why I say it's scary out here for you simps. Y'all don't know what's going on. You dudes are really living in a Disney fucking movie. You dudes are really living in fairy tale Hollywood and shit. You dudes are really on some cinematic theatrical shit out here. Thinking that since you're showing love, since you're showing the gratitude of care and things of that sort, she's going to do the same. That ain't how that go. No. Fuck no. And if she knows she ain't got a real man, then she know that she got to play the position and she'll fight for that position to be the man and take charge. She'll argue with you and everything, and you have your ass submissive. Coming back, bringing bags, bringing her dinner, bringing her, doing all type of shit for her after she'd have kicked off the argument and turned the tables and had your ass feeling like you were in the wrong and shit of that sort. A lot of times they do that shit to turn this shit on you. Real shit, bro. And once she see that you go for that shit, you gullible in that frame, then she's gullible to take over. I mean, it's going to be gullible. It's going to be gravy enough for her to take over your gullible ass. That's how I go. She's going to do what she's going to do on the side. I'm telling you, fellas, y'all don't want to hear this shit. No, man, no, Casey, not every woman creep. What the fuck you mean they don't? It's in them to do it. Like I said, they either active or they inactive with it. It's definitely in them. And if they inactive, that means they can be activated. That shit can go, what the fuck? These dudes is something else, man. Let me see. Pedro, I used to be afraid, but once you get the mentor and show you and then experience some stuff after that, it doesn't even faze me. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. Keep pushing. Facts. But you got to have the experience, and you got to have experience with fucking with these women to build that up to say, okay, get the fuck out of here. Because you can say you got, and I'm not speaking on you, Pay. I'm speaking to the people that's coming in or the people that's riding by, listening or whatever, how I go. You can say, keep pushing. Fuck you. You got me fucked up. I'm up out of this motherfucker. You can keep going. You can do that shit to chicks that you can actually do that to. But can you do that to the dimes? Can you do that to the chicks that actually give you sexual attention and put it on you the way you want to be, the way you want it to be put on you? Turn around and do things that you want them to do, but then at the same token, turn around and send little disrespect shots. Turn around and try to keep that pussy back from you. Turn around and try to play little ghostly games with you. Are you quick to say, fuck her, keep pushing? See, a lot of guys, and this ain't for you, Pat, this is for a lot of guys I heard that's listening. A lot of guys can't do that because she meets the requirements that they want. The looks, body, wise, everything. She'll open up and show you that she can do the things that you want. And then back away and see if you're weak enough to keep following, or you going to say, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. What you going to do? And stand on it. You don't say, fuck you, get the fuck out of here, and then come back. Okay, I'm going to just keeping her on pause, keeping her on ice, for about a week or two, then I'm going to call her back. No, you got to stand on that shit and keep pushing. Can you do that and allow her to hit you back up? You don't say nothing. Allow her to keep texting you. I know I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did this. What can I do to make that up? Oh, yeah, they'll go that far. And it could be the nice bad ones, the baddies y'all call the bad ones. They'll do that shit. Oh, I'd have had it umpteen times, fellas. I'm keeping it real. Can you do that? Stand on your shit and then hit her up when you want to hit her up. Look, check this out. I didn't like the way you displayed yourself. I didn't like the way you was moving. How can you make this up to me? That's real shit. You come over, I'm gonna cook you a meal, I'm gonna this and that. I don't give a fuck about no damn meal, no sex. While we was departed, baby, I'd have had a few meals and I had countless of sex. That ain't shit. What are you gonna do that stands out different from the next, from the rest of these chicks out here that make me want to keep you on the roster? What are you gonna do? That's real, and I stands on my shit. I don't say it in an aggressive tone like that. Of course, I'm talking to you fellas, but that's how I come. Yeah. So what is it? Look, check this out. I want you to go grab me this. I want you to go grab me that. And give her some fucking tasks to complete, fellas, and see what she gonna do. See if she G for it. And we know she's G for it because she's trying to win you back. But this opens up the door for her investing into you. You gotta pay attention to this shit, fellas. This is real life shit right here. This opened up the door for her having more concern and feelings for you, to where she knows not to play games. She knows not to be that kind of chick that tests. And yeah, it's a test. Trust me. That she came with, it's going to always be a test. But she'll know not to test you. And trust me, she'll keep, as long as she around, she going to always send her tests. They do that for life. Them bitches will test you on the deathbed, man. And y'all both can be 90-something years old, get ready to die. Laying next to each other, she's still going to send her tests. She's still going to be on some bullshit. That's them forever. I'm sorry. But this right here opens up the door for her to know that you ain't the one to be fucked with. She got to watch how she tests you. She got to know when to test you, where to test you, and what time to test you. And if it's okay to test you, or her ass is up out of here, she's dismissed. But if she don't know these things about you, then she's going to run all over you. And a lot of these guys, a lot of men do not value themselves in this way. Not at all. They'll break down fast as a motherfucker. They'll get horny the next 2 days and go calling her back. Yeah, we should have never argued, you know, and I'm going to be the bigger man since I'm the man. I'm going to come to you first and apologize. Fuck that shit. Hell no. Don't let that be the bigger man shit fool you fellas. A lot of guys think that shit, but KC, isn't a man supposed to go to the woman and apologize because, you know, he's the leader and think, no, fuck no. She displayed a test. She came with that shit. So she got to stand on her shit. She got to do some apology. She got to do some making up. That ain't your job. Now, can you be the man that can tell her ass to keep pushing if she's a baddie? Her body's banging. She letting you get that motherfucker every which way, every hole. And I mean, you get into it. Whenever you want to, however you want, any kind of way. Could you be the man to push her, or are you that guy? A lot of guys can say, yeah, I keep it pushing. Fuck these bitches. I ain't got no problem with it. But are you really that man? No, a lot of guys ain't. Yeah, it's easy to push off a 4, a 5, and a 6. Shit of that sort. That ain't nothing. Especially if she's feeling you. That ain't shit. You know, that's shit. That's a next door type pussy up the street. That ain't nothing. Can you push off that motherfucker from IG that finally got back at you in the DMs, or that motherfucker that got at your ass on TikTok? She likes your picture and shit, and she's one of those nice motherfuckers. Can you push her off? Well, fuck no. You motherfuckers be submitting. You motherfuckers will fall in, turn weak as fuck. That's what I'm saying. And this ain't for you, Pedro. You know, this is for the guys out there that's watching and listening. And this could be for any man, any young man out here. You got to treat them all the fucking same because they all are the same. That's what it is. Fuck your makeup. Fuck your push-up bra. You know? Fuck your BBL. And if you got a natural fat ass, fuck that motherfucker. Give a fuck. A natural flat ass and a natural flat ass is all the same to me. His ass. Fuck. Shit. It's a woman. But in order to get this far, fellas, you got to have your experience with multiple women. You know, the thick ones, the pretty ones, the ugly ones, the cute ones, the mud duckling ones, the pigs that I wallowed in the mud with. Yeah, the Amazon giraffe bitches, them tall ones. Yeah, you got to have them all. You got to get them. We got to get it in, man. To know that it's just nothing but pussy, ass, and mouth. That's all it is. And if you're into the pussy, ass, and the mouth, it's going to make you burst. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter. You're busting everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter. Guys who pedestalize that shit don't know these things. Because they think it's all different from one another. You know, all this big heavyweight bitch over here, and you know, that bitch is a 3. Fuck her, man. You know what I'm saying? But this bitch over here is a motherfucking dime, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, let me treat this heavyweight bitch like it ain't shit, like she's shit. Let me, you know, she texts me, I get back with her when I can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck that bitch. I ain't give a fuck about this shit. You know? Shouts out to Pedro. You know, when I get over here to this dime, shouts out to Pedro for this $4.99 super chat. What do you think when a woman asks you to ask her father's permission to marry or even date her? The traditional morals. What do I think? What do you think when a woman asks you to ask her father? Then I'm going to tell her go marry her motherfucking father. Yeah, go be his motherfucking wife. Fuck you mean? Ask your father. I ain't got to ask your father. I'm a man. I got to take care of you, baby. You coming along on my program. You coming along on my ride. I don't need to ask your father a damn thing. I will never do that, fellas. Now, if you into that traditional shit, yeah, you do it. But I'm not showing myself, nor I'm not showing my relationship I'm not going to display this shit to my guidance and leadership just as well. I'm not going to display this shit to her father nor her that I'm not a man. If I'm the one in your motherfucking life, if I'm the one carrying you on and you're carrying my motherfucking last name, what the fuck I need to ask your father for permission for? If anything, he'll be happy because I'm taking your ass off his hands. You know how, if you got a daughter, you know how I got a daughter, fellas. I know how daughters are. Oh shit. What? If my daughter ain't mad at me, not want to talk to me, and she's in a good mood, she want to talk to me and whatever, shit, she want everything on the earth. She wants you to come do everything, take her out to eat, do all she want to be a, you know, she's a daughter. That's how little girls are. Especially to their father, their fathers in their lives, of course. But I've always told my daughter, should no man be coming up to me asking me to marry you? I'm sorry. He shouldn't be coming up to me asking me that shit. If he's the man in your life, you're happy with him. He's happy with you. He's making things happen as a man. He's leading you. He's doing what he's supposed to do as the man. You doing what you're supposed to do as his potential wife, or you know what I'm gonna say, as you know, potential husband. Then I'm happy with it. I'm good for it. I'm G with it. I'm 100% with it. You don't need my permission. No, not at all. Of course not. He's the one who's you're gonna be carrying his last name, which means you're gonna be a part of his legacy and your family and everything that you guys build. You don't need me for that. He need to display to you that he's the man. You don't need to display that shit to me. Nah, because I know that his attributes and the things that he's actually doing and what he's supposed to be doing in his leadership role. I know he is a man. I would know that off the bat because I'm a man. I wouldn't have to press up on him and see if he's the man, you know, for my daughter, things of that sort. Yeah, no. He's her protector. He's her provider. You know what I'm saying? She's his aide. She's his assistant. She's his wife. That's how they go. You know, they don't need me for that. Now, of course, if things go awry and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think it'll go, you know, in a bad direction because I don't fuck around like that. You know, I structure my children a little better. But if I got to protect her in a different way, then of course. I don't know who her future husband is, but he's gonna know that off the bat. You know, I don't fuck around. You know, not with my bloodline. Ain't nobody gonna hurt them and harm them. None of that. I don't do that shit. You know, but you definitely not gonna hurt or harm people just as well. I teach them that too. It can go both ways. You know what I'm saying? Just like you want respect, you need to give it. Yeah, shouts out to you, Pedro, if that answer your questions. That traditional moral things don't ride with me. I don't fly with that type of thing, man. That's not me because I bucks the status quo and I live outside the box. That's me. That's who I am. I like to dance to my own tune and I can break dance to my own beat. That's just how I go. And that's what every man should do. We're trendsetters, not trend followers. We don't do those things. You know, so that traditional value, go ask the father shit. Fuck no. I'm gonna go ask. Fuck no. I'm not going to, I'll be down if I go ask a weak ass a motherfucker that I know. If he demanding, if he's, yeah, where is he supposed to be coming and ask me type? If he's saying things like that, then I know he's weak. I know he's not a man of a certain standard. He don't really actually captivate masculinity. He's getting ran in his household somewhere. I know these things. You know, it's about how you open your mouth. The shit you open your mouth, you say, I know things about you. You know, because what comes out your mouth comes from you. That's a part of you. That's who you are. And that's what it is. You know, if that answers your question, Pedro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying to you fellas, of course, they're all slores out here. Yeah, that's not going to change. Since the beginning of time, women been lusting other men outside of their husbands and boyfriends and households. Since the beginning of time, Women been actually touching themselves, thinking about other men outside of their husbands and households. You know, since the beginning of time, women been thinking about and having fantasies of threesomes, three guys banging her through every hole. I'm sorry, fellas, you may not want to hear it. You may not want to hear these things. And I'm laughing because I know you guys like, this motherfucker is crazy. Is he really saying, yeah? They fantasize that shit. Now, if they actually put it into action, some have, some may not. No, some may be, a little too leery and a little too scary and skeptical. I don't know if I want to do it or not. So they may not cross that boundary. Fantasy wise, of course. Yes. It's no different from you fellas. I've always had a fantasy at 12, 13, 14. Since I noticed my shit can get hard as a young boy. I've always had a fantasy of smashing 5 or 10 women at once. At once. And you think, damn, okay, KC, you the only motherfucker with that fantasy, you weird sicko. No one else thinks like you. What? Huh? Men think like this. Your Pedro thought like this. Every motherfucker thinks like this. Knowing you want 3 or 4. If you ever had it, you had it. If you haven't had it, you haven't had it. But that's been a part of your fantasy. I guarantee it's on your bucket list before you exit this fucking earth. You want to trace them. Motherfuckers want to go visit. Hey, why everybody take them trips to Vegas a lot, fellas, and things of that sort? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Why all these men take them guy trips to Vegas? Why all these girls take those girl trips to Vegas? What happens in Vegas? Stay in Vegas. That's your fantasy in your imagination world. A lot of us been thinking of in America. You got the hoes up there. You got the guys up there slanging pipe. You got the gambling. You got all type of crooked shit that we all been fantasizing about. Let's keep it real. And you telling me these women ain't fantasized taking 5 or 6 pipes? Get the fuck out of here. You can't tell me that. Let me see. He got me. I sure damn do. Yeah. We all fantasize this shit, man. We all have. And you tell me these women ain't? And they definitely can put it in motion. You can put it in motion. So if you know you can put it in motion, you know they can put it in motion. Right? So what are we doing here, fellas? Why are we thinking that, it's not scary out here for the simps and betas for thinking that these women don't think like this? Let's keep this shit 100. It's Halloween time, man. Let's break open the motherfucking pumpkin, man. Let's give out the candy to the hizzos, right? Let's let it be known, man, that we know the jig is up. KC's in the building, man. Yeah, fantasies like a motherfucker when your ass is gone off to work and just say she ain't got the pipe creeping through the house, right? And a lot of times, 90% they had a pipe either creeping through or they'll creep off. They put them kids, and they'll night quill them kids to sleep, boy. Nigga, real shit. They'll give them a dose. They ass right to bed, nigga, jump in that motherfucking minivan, that truck, whatever you left behind, nigga, and they out. Set the alarm and they out. Straight jammies, flip-flops. Real shit. And they out. Be right back in about an hour. And we'll be back in an hour. Real shit, bruh. You up there looking at your camera at work. You looking at your shit. You checking it. Where she going? Where she? Man, what's up, man? It's 1 a.m. Why you out up with this? What you doing up? I couldn't sleep, man. So I had to go to the store. Got some cookies, some chips, and got this and that. And plus, Lil Shay was in there coughing. So I had to stop by the Walgreens, the 24-hour one. She'd have came up with a list of shit. Get some little the Robitussin baby cough syrup and all that, Robitussin children's and all that shit. And you believe that shit. Little Ronnie ran out of diapers and wipes. What the fuck are you talking? What I supposed to do? All right, boy. I'm going to get back, man. I'll get back. Yeah, as long as she answered right then and there, answered right fast, that right there leaves your brain that she could be doing something. It's a possibility. No, it ain't no possibility. It's a chance that she's doing what she say she's doing. because she's answering quick. That's how they get you motherfuckers. Oh, it's scary out here. It's a scary sight. I'm telling you. And the guy that she's creeping with, he know you exist. He know the, especially if he's like, nigga, you got guys out here that know their role, know their position. Attention. They know their fucking position. They ain't gonna get out of character. Fuck no. Hell no. Because this is what they got going on the side. You know, and some guys, and you got the single guys and straight up players, they got multiple chicks. They really ain't going to jump off into her shit and fuck it up. They going to get what they getting that they up out of there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no time to think about what she got. They don't give a fuck what she got going on. But the guys that got a woman on the side, got their woman and they creeping with her, yeah, they going to play their position. Act as if, you know, they, hey, this Darren calling right here. Yeah, what's up, man? Wait. Yeah, well, I seen the alarm go off and shit, man. The camera motion going on. What you up to? What you got going on? Damn, I told you I had to go get little Ronnie the diapers and wipes. And Shay was in there coughing. So, you know what I'm saying? Then I stopped by the store. I had to grab a couple things and shit. You know, get everything ready so I won't have to make no moves tomorrow. I'll be good. Homie sitting over there with his pipe in his hand with the condom on. She quiet as a motherfucker, stiff. Looking at your bitch. Okay, all right, bye. All right. She hung up. Come on, man. Throw the phone to the side. All type of romantic hollering and screaming and shit is going down. The backboard of the bed is getting broken. Everything is happening. He know that was you, so he even gonna give it to her harder. You dig what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck. He thugging her out. Then she stopped by, get the things that she say she was gonna get. Because remember, it don't take him about 5-10 minutes to do what he do. He in and out. She stopped doing what she do, come right back home. Everything within that 45-minute hour frame. There it go. You know, she did hit the shower. She did washing up. She did got her a few hours of sleep. He come tumbling in 6, 7 in the morning. She good. She's straight. He want to get it in. I'm tired, man. These kids been keeping me up all night. They've been sick and coughing, and I've been changing. Little Ronnie got the runs and shit. He been shitting on himself. Got diarrhea. I've been changing diapers. I just been up all night. I ain't trying to do it. Pussy sore as a motherfucker. No, what you did a story time. Oh, you creeping into a chick's house while old boy was at work, working at the water plant or some shit because they call him into coming to work. That didn't you do? Yeah. I believe I did one like that, bro. I did a lot of story times. I got to go through the archives, bro. You know, as you move along, you just go, bro. You just go with life. And, you know, I got to sit back and think about those things, bro. Like, fellas, you really got to understand, bro. Like, woo, I get matches. I talk to women every day. I make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Every motherfucking week, I'm getting mine, bro. Like it ain't shit with few women. You know what I'm saying? So these things move along in my life and I be forgetting. But yeah, I had a few times like that, Pedro. You know what I'm saying? I had a few motherfucking times. Nigga, I mean, you be surprised, bro. Nigga, I was in the dark one time, right? This was 2011. I'm sitting in the dark in the bitch. I'm chilling in the bitch house, right? And it was dimmed and everything. Like, it's, you know, she got her light set up to where it's dim. Down and shit, we chilling. We just got done smashed. We just got done doing our thing, right? It's 2011. Hold on, was it 10? It was 2010 before I went back on my violation. Before I went back to prison on my violation. It was 2010. And I'm creeping on my little bitch, right? Doing my thing. Boom. And I roll up a blunt. You know, I'm in there smoking and shit, some of that good ass loud pack and shit. I rolled up a blunt and shit. But while I'm over there rolling up, I'm getting ready to get up out of that motherfucker. She's sitting on the other couch talking, and she got 2 little glasses, you know what I'm saying, and some drinks and shit. What's she having that mother? Some Douce. No, not the Douce. I'm thinking of that brown. I don't drink, so it was some brown liquor. Could have been Hennessy. I don't know. She had some cognac type shit. Because I'm not a drinker. So she pulled up some, pulled the ice cube. She had an ice cube that come out. The motherfucker was like in a diamond shape or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So she put me one in, right? And I'm sipping on the motherfucker. I took like 2 sips and I felt a little buzz, so I didn't drink no more. I was getting ready to go. I had to drive. You know, I'm ready to spark up this motherfucker. But it had me feeling good to spark up that deal, right? So I'm like, boom. She like, damn, this motherfucker told me he was gonna be at work all night. Fuck. She got up, nigga, like had like a smirk on her face, but she had a serious like look, and she looked out the blinds and bent down and threw her robe like over her shit, like, oh, hold up, and turned the lights all the way down, dimmed them dark. I got my pepper on me, my heat, right? I got my gun on me, right? So I'm sitting over on the couch, and so I'm like, damn. She said, this motherfucker say he's gonna get. I'm like, what's up? What you do? What's up? She said, this motherfucker just pulled up in the door. I'm like, this your dude? She's like, yeah. Mind you this, fellas. My car ain't in their driveway. My car is like in the front of their house, but it could be seen as if I'm across the street as well. Like I'm across to where I'm at somebody else's shit too. You know, it could be a car that could be over there, but it's like kind of in front of their house to where it can be over at the other house just as well, right? Dog, dude, get out the car and shit, dog. She came running out that motherfucker, boy. Arguing, but mind you, this she already unlocked the back door and everything, so I could run out. They ain't got no dogs there. Everything was cool to where if I dipped out the back, I would be seeing like I'm walking off the street, like I could dip out the back and go to a street, and I could walk around from the street and walk into the car and get in my shit right. So she unlocked the back door. She went outside arguing with this motherfucker. You got me fucked up. Who is that bitch? She started arguing with his ass. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? And she went out arguing with him, though. I'm like, huh? So I went out the back. I did my thing. But it didn't dawn on me that she kicked some shit off with him. So I can go like a diversion type thing, right? I'm like, oh, these bitches scandalous, man. I'm like, man, they scandalous, bro. Like I went out to the street and I walked around. They in the front of the house talking, arguing shit. I jumped in the car, I rolled out. He ain't even really look my way. Like he was too busy with her. You know what I'm saying? I dipped out. I'm like, damn. Like, it's a cold world out here, bro. Y'all sleep, bro. Let me see. Pedro. They were fighting because she took money out of his account and he called her to ask her about the money. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that one. That story. That story. Yeah. When he when I overheard them, they was on the phone and shit, and they was arguing shit about how she took money out the account for what she took the money out of his account for. I remember what you talking about, but I was sitting there and I overheard them on the phone, and they was talking, and she threw it on speaker and let us hear everything and shit of that sort, right? And she took money out their account, and he was at work. And she was talking about, you'll make it back up. Ain't nothing wrong. Everything cool and shit like that. He, all right, man. Okay, man. But, man, we need to rap about this, man. But while I'm sitting right here and she's cheating on his ass, right? I'm like, huh? What the fuck? I'm like, boy, these chicks are motherfuckers. And she made that an issue to throw it off of the thing. And fellas, pay attention to this. Women will make certain things an issue that you know that it could be an issue, but they will stand on it and make that an issue just to throw it off on what they're doing to you. You know what I'm saying? Because they already know you got an intuition or inclination of like inclination of something's going on. You know something's happening. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't put your finger on it. So they had persuaded, yeah, bro, yeah, Pedro. Yeah, like a motherfucker, bro. Yeah, bro. It's like they all fellas, look, if you're not the man for her to be following behind, then she's going to listen to me. It's just this simple. It's like playing tic-tac-toe. What kind of analogy I use it? I'm trying to use it to it. It's simple, fellas. It's so simple. It's so simple. I'm trying to think of an analogy, man, but it's like 1, 2, 3. It's like counting to 10 without stuttering. It's real simple. If you're not the man that will lead her, that she's willing to follow, that she's willing to be guided by, that she's willing to listen to, and she will not disobey, and she will watch her steps. She'll watch what the fuck she do. She got to watch herself and what she do in life, or she's up out of here. If you're not that kind of man and she know these things about you, she's going to get shit off on you. I'm sorry. You know, and getting shit off on you doesn't necessarily always mean sexual, but it eventually will lead to sexual because they are eventually going to run across that alpha dog, that man that they can't listen to. That's the inevitable, fellas. That can't be taken away. Because if they're disrespecting you and treat you like shit, they're opening themselves up to a man coming in that they got to listen to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what it is. I'm sorry. It's got to be a balance. Don't it make sense? Okay. So starting off, it doesn't necessarily mean that if she can't follow you, she'll necessarily cheat on you. No, but she's going to disrespect you. She's going to get hers off in different ways. It could be utilizing you for your money. You could be working a lot, or you could be doing things, and she's always texting, calling you, stopping you from progressing in life, and being pessimistic, hating on you, trying to bring you down, things, and telling you what not to. Oh, I wouldn't do that. You ain't good for that. You wouldn't do that. You supposed to do these things for me, or try to persuade you back to doing things. It's all type of ways she's going to nitpick, test you, and poke at you because you're not the man. I'm sorry. It doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to jump off to the cheating or jump off to fucking with somebody because she got to have that, that motherfucker in her life that is the man. But eventually it's going to lead to that because she's opening up the doors for that guy to come along that she's really yearning and wanting and needing in her life. I'm sorry. And that's how I go. So of course they all are like that, fellas. They all are like that. I'm just keeping it real. You may not want to hear it, you may not want to believe it, but it is like what it is, and it's scary out here for you simps. And that's what it is, fellas. Shouts out to Pedro for coming up in this motherfucker. Shouts out to Pedro for the $4.99 super chat. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying? All the rest of you guys in here that came in, hit the super. Like I said, you hit the super chat and do y'all thing that way. Hit me on the super chat. Hit me in the Cash App. Hit me on Rumble. The Patreon, fellas. Go and get on the Patreon and join that 7-day free trial, which includes that $5 and that $10 tier, y'all. It's important for you guys to go do that. You either get on it. I just dropped some shit. I drop shit on Patreon every day. Drop shit on Rumble every other day or almost every day. It don't matter. I'm always dropping videos. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got so many of them. I put so much out here because so much knowledge to be obtained by you fellas. So I got to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hit the super chats, like, share, and subscribe, fellas. Hit the like buttons, share, and subscribe. Ask me questions. Get up in here. I see y'all coming in here I see y'all watching. Come up here and ask me some questions. Pedro, holla at me. Everybody ask me some. Talk to me before I get up out this motherfucker. Talk to me. Jerome Castro, I touched down just on roll listening podcast style. I touched down just on roll listening podcast style. Okay. Facts. Shouts out to you, man. Jerome Castro for coming in here. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. And once again, join that Patreon, the Rumble, Twitter, X. Like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, get at me to Gmail. Ask me anything. Come on, ask me, y'all. Holler at me. I got a little time right now before I check up out of here on this Halloween edition. You dig? I said it's scary out here for you simps. And yes, Jerome Castro, if you're not the man in your household, if you do got a girlfriend and you're not the man in your household, you better learn how to become the man, because if you ain't the man, do you know what time it is? She's going to have to be the man. And when the woman become the man, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, you doomed. You're done for. You know what I'm saying? And that's real shit. But yeah, fellas, that's what they, women, college years, high school years, adulthood or whatnot, right? Whether you guys believe it or not, they love the texture. They love the feel of a new pipe. I'm sorry. Oh man, they love it, man. And they love that motherfucker raw too, skeeting off into them, that hot lava. Shouts out to Devin, the dude from Houston. What'd he say? The nut came out like thick white snot. They love that shit, bro. I'm telling you. Pedro, it is Is it simp thing to do a matching costume with your chick? Fuck yeah. What? You know that shit, Frey. I think you be doing that shit to get my reaction, bro. Hell yeah, that simp shit. Motherfucker coming in dressing like Mario and then the bitch Luigi and all that shit. Or I seen somebody on TikTok, he's supposed to be Jay-Z, he's supposed to be Beyonce or Mickey and Minnie and all they got the fuck. Hell yeah, that's like matching shirts with your bitch. You know, you go on Facebook, you see dudes all, especially Christmas time. Oh, Christmas, they really get the simps. Them simps be up standing there taking pictures with her, 7 of her kids. He ain't none of them his, and they all dressed up like the Grinch or some shit, or like Rudolph and all that other shit. Yeah, they do that shit, man. You be seeing that shit, you like, oh come on, man. You know who's wearing the panties in this motherfucker, man, and it's him. And you know who's wearing the briefs, and it's her. You know what's up. This ain't no man's ideal to match this shit up. That be these women ideal. My baby mama tried that shit. My baby mama tried that shit on me back when we was fucking around. Talking about we should get matching Jordans and shit. Cause she was buying the shoes, right? She like, if I'm buying these motherfuckers, we gonna get matching Jordans. Bitch, I'm straight. You ain't got to buy them. Buy your own. I buy my own. No matching shit. I knew that shit back when I was young, bro. Fuck no. Nah. The family pictures, yeah, they be doing that shit. Family pictures and shit. Everybody standing together. He in the back of everybody like he's just a big dog and he's the head honcho. He got his hands behind his back, standing stiff in position like he's just that alpha leader or some shit. The fuck? Knowing damn well he's a sucker. Knowing damn well he didn't want to wear this shit, but she made him wear it. And if you don't wear it, you sleeping on the couch and you ain't getting no ass for about 2 weeks, nigga. So you better wear this motherfucker, bitch. And he got in that motherfucker like a bitch. That's real shit, y'all. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Y'all hit the super chats when y'all coming in this bitch. Hit the super chats. Show some love. You know what I'm saying? Once again, happy Halloween, fellas. It's scary out here for these spaders and the simps. Of course it is. They don't know what they're dealing with. It's going to always be scary for them. Jerome Castro. Jerome Castro, he say, if she dried out or got hanging lips, that means she beat out. I know they be dry too when they not turned on. Do that mean her pussy beat out if she got hanging lips and her pussy dry? Not necessarily. No, not necessarily, man. No, it could be the structure of her vagina. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, kids could have done it. A lot of times when they vaginas be a lot of times they be the kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? They be having children and things of that sort. You know, she could have been penetrated a lot and things of that's, you know, having a lot of sex, but that ain't gonna disform. You know, that's not gonna disform and put a different look on her vagina. Nah, it could be kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's kids, or a lot of times it's how her shit is. You know what I'm saying? No, ain't nothing. Beating up is just something that's a saying, fellas. You can't beat up no ass, nigga. You can't beat that motherfucker up. Trust me. Motherfucker have kids, nigga. It's made for your pipe. You can jackrabbit, go fast, pump hard, and do all that shit. You're not gonna beat it down. Bitch got certain mechanisms and certain things she can put in that water when she taking a bath, tighten that motherfucker up. You sleep. Can't beat it down. And that motherfucker could conform back to a 3-inch pipe. And if she's feeling him, she'll feel him and cream all over him, man. Real shit. He can jackrabbit as hard as he can with that little motherfucker. I'm keeping it real. Nah, you don't want, that ain't. And if it's too dry, you know, let me see. Nah, this bride ain't have no kids. Nah, this bride ain't have kids. I had to ask. She didn't have, this bride ain't have kids. Then this probably how it's made. It's probably how a vagina made. You know what I'm saying? It's probably how it's made. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in that. I mean, I'm not a gynecologist or nothing either, man. So I don't really, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really believe that a motherfucker can beat down a pussy, bro. No, not at all. Hell no. That motherfucker tightens back up, you know, and it's back at it. And if it's dry, you know what I'm saying, she probably don't have a lot of fluids in her. She probably don't drink enough water. She's probably not eating right. Her pH balance could be fucked up. You know, it could be a lot of shit that makes it dry. It being dry don't necessarily mean that, you know, that she's been getting it beat down. No. Mm-mm. Now, if you get a hysterectomy or partial hysterectomy surgically, or why, you know what I'm saying, things of that sort, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, it may be a little different then, but other than that, no, just like if it's intercourse with sex, no. You guys never seen porn? Come on, y'all seen that shit. Y'all seen videos. You seen these guys jab in and out that motherfucker. Guess what? It still look the same, don't it? So you know if you're jabbing in and out the motherfucker, you know what it is, man. Yeah, but no, that's a good question to ask, though. You may not know, but nah. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. It seems like the holidays bring the best out of simps. The worst one is Valentine's Day. or and Gorilla Teens Day. What is Gorilla Teen Day? I never heard of that. Valentine's Day, yeah, I heard of that sucker shit. I knew who don't know what that is. What's Gorilla Teens Day? I never heard of that, bro. The Gorilla Teens Day, that's some sucker shit. A simp came up with that holiday. I never heard of that. I mean, that's an incels holiday. What is that, Pedro? Let me know. Holler at me, man, before I get up out of here. But yeah, y'all hit the super chats. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Once again, hit the Cash App, fellas. Shouts out to Pedro for sending in the $4.99 donation. Super chat. Get me on Rumble, fellas, and go get at that Patreon and get on that 7-day free trial. 7-day free trial. You know what I'm saying? Sign up and shit. It's a day where you cherish your friend with a woman. It's before Valentine. You cherish your friend with the woman? You cherish your homeboy with his woman, or you cherish your friend or a woman? Is that what you meant to say, or a woman? Fuck you mean cherish a friend or a woman? I don't know. Not cherishing no associate. Fuck no. That motherfucker turn around, stab me in my motherfucking back, man. Definitely ain't cherishing no motherfucking woman. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I don't know what it is with that. But holler at me, Pedro. Let me know what you mean. Is it cherish your friend with a woman, or your friend or a woman, or however you saying that? Let me know what you break that down before I get up out of here, so we can break it down. Let's see, you cherish your friendship. That's you cherish your friendship with the okay. You cherish your friendship. Friendship. He's a friendship. Ain't no fucking such thing as no friendship with no man, no woman. Fuck no. I got a pipe. I don't cherish no friendship. Well, if Galatine, if it's Girlatine Day, to me, if I would cover Girlatine Day, that's when you're gonna get piped out that whole day in every motherfucking hole. That's how I cherish our friendship, bitch. That's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not your friend. You know what I'm saying? No, not I got a pipe. You got a vagina. I cannot be made to be your friend. I'm not no motherfucking woman's friend. No, not at all. Every time, look, fellas, when I was coming up, I tried, it was some ugly, they was raw dog, man, like some chicks, right? And I thought I could be friends with them, like, I can at least try to be friends with them. They wanted to pipe. I'm like, oh shit, I can't be friends with no woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's me, fellas. I ain't got friendship with women. I ain't got that form. I got all pipe, and that's what it is, man. I like friendship down. That shit ain't real. And if a motherfucker's running around here saying he got a female friend, he just scared to let her know that he want to get down with her. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? He's scared to let her know that he want to get it in with her. That's all that is. I'm sorry to say. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. He's afraid. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to lose her. So he become her friend. He become the platonic friend, someone that, she could talk to and shit. That's all it is. Other than that, he ain't her fucking friend. He's weak. He's beating it around the bush. He want to break her off, but he's scared to let her know because he don't want her to tell him no. He don't want her to reject him. He don't want her to push him off and be like, you're just like the rest of these guys. You just want sex. And yeah, I'm just like the rest of them because I'm a fucking guy. Of course, she trying to shame him in that way, and then he'd turn around, no, it ain't, okay, look, check this out. We can be cool, and then he'd demote himself to being a friend, knowing he want to beat it up. That's friendship for these suckers. Okay, see, real quick, where did the saying "Playhouse" come from? Playhouse been out there, but I remember the Dog Pound, Dash and Corrupt, they had a song, Let's Play House, Let's Play House, on Death Row back in like 96, 90 something, 95, 96. They had a song called Let's Play House. That's the really, I was young, I was like 13, 14. That's the time I first heard it, but I got around OGs a little bit later. Then I found out it been around. Playhouse I don't know when it came out, but it's been around before the song Let's Play House come out by the Dog Pound, Dads and Corrupt. It's been around, fellas. It's been, guys been doing that shit. Getting up in here playing house with these women and shit. Ain't married, ain't got no commitment. They ain't got no children in the house, but they run around lying. These are my children. This is my wife and shit. You come find out these ain't his children. This ain't his wife, but he's claiming biological shit when he's not biologically connected to nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's playing house. Sucker shit. Girl done told me I look at her like a piece of meat. I'm like, how am I supposed to look at you? You should want that. Exactly. Bitch, you are a piece of meat. I'm a motherfucking man. I'm the hunter. You are the prey. I gotta look at you like a piece of meat. That's my fucking nature. That's my logics to nature. That's who I am. Don't try to shame me. And she only said that to you, bro, because she didn't like you. She wasn't into you like that, Jerome. That's all. If she was into a guy who was looking at her like a piece of meat, she would have never let that shit come out of her mouth. She would be the piece of meat. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to get up out of here, man. Shouts out to Jerome Castro and Pedro for coming up in this motherfucker showing me love. Pedro for the super chat, man. I got to go. And until next time, fellas. And once again, happy Halloween. Drink responsibly. Smoke safe. Do what you do safe. And wear your condoms. You know what I'm saying? And it's scary out here for you simps. So all you players out here, you know what to do. Me, I got to go link up tonight and do my thing on a little situation. A little get together. Bitch, I told the bitch I'm either coming as Brian Pumper or Mr. Marcus. And that's what it is. No, there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And that's what you got to accept. Until next time, fellas. Holla.